mention has to go to Yesterday. That's another great movie.
You're welcome.
About one guy. Again, my favorite character in the movie is the producer, and the person who just tells it like it is. Like it's a property. You don't even matter. All that matters is sales. And boy, is that true.
Yesterday was my suggestion to Luke. He watched it on the plane coming back from Indy.
Oh, it was awesome. What a great
are we going to
movie.
bring up Drumline?
No.
One man, one
One
sound.
of mine.
You know the best part of that movie? When he's like, hit him with a little bumblebee. That's the best part of the movie.
You're right. You're right. That's the best. When I was thinking about my list, that's the only thing I thought of with Drumline was, yeah, wouldn't it be great if you just had a trumpet section that could rip Flight of the Bumblebee?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I kind of like Drumline. When Drumline came out, when Drumline came out, I never saw it, but all the kids in band saw it. Yakas, Travis Abel saw it, and I did not want to see it. So I told him I saw it, and every time we would like make a reference, they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, whatever." And then I like confided in this girl that I had never actually saw, but I was talking to Travis, and she told Travis, and Travis didn't talk to me for like a month. So until I saw the movie, it was like a big deal.
Is that his wife now?
Actually, I think it was. I think it was.
I have a guilty one that's really stupid, but again, I always love watching it. The football movie, The Replacements, with Keanu Reeves.
I just saw that.
It's so stupid, but we love it.
No Water Boy?
Oh. No Waterboy. That's a good one though. There's so many. Even then, like Little Giants too is good. Oh, I also
Blades
like
of Glory?
Yeah, Blades of Glory. Oh, that's really funny. But what was the one where Keanu Reeves was like the baseball coach?
That was a good movie.
And the little kid died at the end.
Yeah.
The team was the Cucumbas.
Yeah. And he played Big Papa.
Yeah, Big Papa.
I watched the series Friday Night Lights.
Awesome.
No.
I tried. I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. You could argue, and I'm not going to pick this, but I almost did, the remake of the Planet of the Apes, the new Planet of the Apes movies. That technically, all the humans get the pandemic and die, and the apes take over.
That's the story about the Blues Brothers. My first year teaching, I had 4 music appreciation classes. I showed the Blues Brothers in class.
Edited? No.
No edited. It was self-dated, so no one cared.
No one
But
cared.
if you watch it so many times, you see all the things that we will all get arrested for.
Yes. Yes.
And so they have this whole orchestra at the end that they've never played before, seen before.
Right.
And they all sight read perfectly and they haven't played in 30 years?
Okay,
It can happen.
of course. Yes.
Believe it.
It's the think system.
And his former student is the governor. She can't save his job?
Yeah, really. She can't make a phone call, pull a string.
Sorry, EDR.
That movie, big hole.
Oh, man. That's me.
Which one of us is the most like the Whiplash painter out there?
Edric.
Yep. EDR. For sure.
I mean, he wouldn't raise his voice, but the intensity would be there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll plead the fifth on that.
Maybe that's why he likes it so much.
I know.
On that note, who would be most like the drummer?
Chris.
Ooh, yeah.
Chris.
It reminds me of being in band with Steve.
Good example.
Old school, not now, but old school Steve Rivero could be that guy.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, Steve.
Highly Steve, yes. Agreed.
And James, for you, I was going to say The Godfather, but I realized that's probably not a very good Buster movie.
Luke played the Godfather on one of the buses.
On the way,
I've got the same story.
it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I figured nobody was up.
Go to bed. Sorry.
You're talking about
He's like disciplining on Zoom.
Chris, go to your bed. You can see
Go to my bed. Yeah.
Family Guy is wrong. Go to your bed.
Yeah.
He didn't like your answer, Chris.
I know.
It wasn't a movie. Go to your bed.
Fine. All right. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's for you guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that one.
But I have a funny story, Luke. A similar story. When I was caption head at drum corps called Tar Heel Sun out of Cary, North Carolina, they asked me to put on a movie when I was on the bus, and the staff rode with the kids, which is the worst thing ever. This is the anyways. So I put on Scarface, and they watch. I'm reading a book. I'm not even watching a movie. They asked me to put on a movie. The only movie up there was Scarface. Okay, so for 4 hours, there's all this loud bang, drum stuff and snorting coke and people getting chainsawed and the next day, one of the moms complained who was on the bus, volunteer, because they rode on the bus too. How could they show that to kids? So the court director didn't know that it was me. So he said whoever it was is fired on the spot. So I started packing my stuff. And then when he found out it was his brass caption head, he didn't fire me.
Oh, that's
But
good.
But I wish I had been fired. And I went and apologized to the woman. I'm like, I just put on a movie. I wasn't even watching
I can
it.
tell you what the most disappointing movie as a musical was Les Mis.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Les Mis. The movie's
What?
terrible.
Yeah.
Remember Xanadu? Way back when? That was horrible. Come on.
I own it on DVD and VHS.
Dude, no, you don't.
Come on, that's what Olivia Newton
That's
What's not to love? Great movie, great music.
Xanadu.
I'm all in, baby. All in. Great movie.
You guys know
You're in
Luke's in that
that
movie.
Are you in it?
Luke's in the movie.
That movie. The more people watch that movie, the more money I make. Watch that movie.
What are you in that movie?
Playing trumpet.
I'm in the Skya party scene as a musician, so I get royalties.
Nice.
Like killer mustache. Killer mustache.
Stop it, stop it, take that.
It was thick. It was beautiful.
yeah,
Full
And then
70s.
although,
which
You know,
terrible.
I was reading that the original version of that movie, the zombies were really vampires. Were actually vampires in the book, and Will Smith was experimenting on a vampire, and it made it like real. There was like a moral issues with it because the person could talk and stuff like that. The experimenting, and then eventually in the book he lets the vampire go. He ends up being the bad guy in the eyes of the vampire.
There's the $1 million question. Whenever bands happen again, how many bands are going to do pandemic shows?
Oh, some will.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Do you think people would touch that?
Oh, you know,
It's low
you
hanging
know where we're
fruit.
gonna feel it? Winter Guard.
Winter
I won't touch it with a 15-foot pole.
And it won't even be like virus. It'll be like they won't even beat around the bush. They'll be like, we're doing a coronavirus show.
Tell them the big
They'll have the COVID props, like the germ. They'll move it around.
It'll be the COVID right on the floor.